He opened a huge visual diagram. One side was colourful, all earth tones with various dots and grey spots of various sizes. It took me a moment to realise I was looking at all of the layers documented. The top had a cavern picture, including a cute bat and some speleothems. What's that? That sounds like something right out of Harry Potter. That's not a real thing. Probably is. Each sediment had its own assigned identification and information blurb. And that was just the stuff going back to 40,000 years ago. Well, can you scroll down? I want to see where I'm excavating. Well, you were excavating on somewhere which is 2.5 million years old, so it's probably going to look even more different. Layer name? I'm almost done with 3CL. So you're roughly around the 100... Oh, it wasn't 2.5 million, was it? The 120,000. Look, what's the difference really between 120,000 years and 2.5 million? Not a lot. Like 2.38 million years, which isn't a lot. Look, shut up, alright? I'm better than you. Closer to the end of the Eemian period, depending on who you ask. Either way, it's all intergalactical... Galactical, yeah, sure, why not? Yes, you are digging into the outer finds of space. No, it's interglacial sediments. Summers were dry and warm, winters mild, with temperate and boreal trees. It was forested, then gets cooler around, 130,000 mark, the beginning of the early Eemian period. There's a surge of pine and spruce in the pollen counts. The cursor circled the indicated spot. Tons of clay layers. You'll have fun when you get to those. I didn't bore you, did I? Well, I mean, you're the one who said that, not me. Of course not, actually. To be honest, I was surprised you knew so much about pollen counts. That doesn't seem geology-ish. I mean, I know about things which aren't to do with my job. And what an odd thing to say. Palynology isn't my strong point, but it's useful when applied in geology. Like geochronology and archaeology, climate change, etc. and on there. I don't know, French, I don't need to know, it's fine. You pick up the interdisciplinary sciences as you go. Yeah, of course you do. Why wouldn't you? You just pick up the sciences as you go. Doing a little tiny bit of, bit of astronomy right there. And then before you know it, you're a certified nuclear physicist. So it's the sciences. You pick it up as you go. If anything, I'm better at compiling the data. I leave the bio stuff to the real experts. Now the stuff I focus on are in situ and the reworked paleosols, along with... There was a low grumble and I turned away from the computer screen. He chuckled and clicked out of the program. Since the students left, dinner was not served. And it was getting close to the time I should be eating. Oh, for fuck's sake, Melissa, you didn't plan around this? No wonder no wonder Sherry was really worried about you. You can't fend for yourself. It's probably for the best if we stop here. I tend to get wrapped up in my work. I hope I didn't talc your ear off. Chew? Is that what that means? We have to look at all of these words. It means talcum. Is it Dutch? No. Okay, Hendrik is just a weird man. No, I'll be pestering you all weekend about this type of stuff. No, not on my watch, you won't be. You won't mind, right? This internship provided me with opportunities to converse with people of various expertise. How could I pass it up? With me at the helm, we're going to be. By all means, you're a student here too. Oh, wait, if I'm staying here, I should pick up some stuff from my place and food. I can't eat the leftovers here. He walked over to the lab entrance and grabbed his keys off a small peg set. Are you in the mood for spaghetti? I'm not an amazing cook. I mean, you sort of already challenged that by cooking spaghetti, but I already have ingredients back home and I can make it here if you don't mind waiting a little longer. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with me waiting a little longer. I don't need food regularly. What are you talking about? It's fine. If you need me when you get back, my face will be in the dirt, probably round the back. Yes, I love spaghetti. That's not to say that spaghetti isn't a bad thing. It's just not too difficult to cook, really, is it? Then before I go, is there anything you avoid eating? Allergies, diet restrictions? Soap. That's a fun fact about me. Only thing I'm allergic to, soap. It's really awkward when you go abroad. And you have to be that guy who's like, I can't do the washing up. It will tear the skin off of my hands. And then you get people rolling their eyes going, yeah, sure it does, Chris. It does! I'm sorry. I'm pretty flexible when it comes to food, but I don't eat red meat. Huh? Why don't you eat red meat? Oh, is that a condition thing? It must be. That seems like a weird... I was going, what, are you a vegetarian? Wait, no, you can't be. You eat chicken. So why'd you not eat red meat? It must be a condition thing. Duly noted. Back in a bit, Melissa. With a jingle of his keys, he departed, leaving me to my own devices. I'll keep myself busy for now. A while later, Hendrik was making the sauce in a large skillet, stirring in basil. It's basil, not basil, it's basil. And crushed tomatoes. And yes, it's tomato. The garlic clove smelled heavenly. I was across the counter, elbows propped up while I watched him. I thought you didn't say you were great at cooking. He's not! He's mixing fucking basil, tomatoes, and garlic into spaghetti. Have you lived out of a microwave your whole life? Well, yes, I can cook. I can cook, baked beans, toast with butter on it, cereal. I make a mean bowl of cornflakes. Like, come on. I might be being arrogant because I'm decent at cooking, but I don't even think I'm that good. Whatever. This is a 4-ingredient sauce. I hardly think it counts as anything above beginner level. Yeah, Hendrik's on with me. 5 if you count the salt and pepper. Oh, kill me. What? That'd be 6. My word, a 6-ingredient pasta sauce. I'm moving up the culinary strata. Hope you don't mind a meatless sauce, though. Vegetarian? For a while now, you, or do you only avoid red meat? You could call me a semi-vegetarian. A semi-vegetarian? No, I'm stopping talking about this now. I'm gonna get in trouble by the people who say that you can be a vegetarian and still eat fish. I'm gonna get in trouble with those people if I keep talking. You can be a semi-vegetarian. It's a real thing. The lazy vegetarian diet. More like I avoid meat, but I won't say no to Grandma's yearly Christmas steak. Don't want to break her heart after all the effort she puts into our meals. Some of my family members were baffled when I started making the switch. My old bomber would be all... Bomber? Grandmother, I presume. Back in the day, we slathered everything in butter and deep fried it, and that was the way we... That's not true, you'd be fat. Bomber? What's your surname again? Lukenhuis. I'm from the Flanders region. Flemish. Belgian Dutch is spoken there. Augustine is my mother's brother, if you're trying to figure out Yeah, I knew that. He's your uncle. We figured that out by knowing what the word for uncle was, thanks to translate.google.com. Makes sense, and you know all 3 languages? That and some German. Very meagre, though. I got my master in science and geology in Germany, and only English knowledge was required. Geez, you're quite accomplished. That's wow. You're not helping people's perceptions of your language if you're describing things by calling them wow. No need to flatter me. I don't think I'm that... Oh shit, it's burning. Oh shit, it's, I presume, is Flemish or German for oopsies, it's burning. He quickly removed the skillet and placed it on a wooden platform, followed by the boiled pot of pasta. Yeah, and it's pasta, not pasta. What in the... What? Now we're on about pronunciations. What the fuck is pasta? I mean, there's... Come on, it's an Italian word, for fuck's sake. At least with grass and glass, right? That's just a regional thing. That's fine, right? There's no right or wrong way to say that. Pasta, it's Italian. It's called pasta. Like, come on. Grabbing a creased rag, he waved away the thick white smoke, then mustered up a sheepish smile. Smooth. Let's pretend you're still impressed and bon appetit, shall we? Yes. Oh my god. This is just a day picture with fucking a dark filter over it, isn't it? Come on, really? I thought we were past this shit. You can see it there. It's just a filter. That there is quite light blue. And there are some very weird shadows going on for, like, the middle of the night, you know? Like, oh, for fuck's sake. I thought we were past this in commercial visual novels, alright? I haven't seen this for ages. A dark filter over a light day. Oh, for God's sake. Whatever. The sauce was a tinge garlicky, but I ate it without complaint. It was a refreshing there's nothing wrong with something being really garlicky, okay? That's completely fine. Sod anyone who wants to kiss you, fuck them. They should really start appreciating garlic. From weekend leftovers, and I was grateful for his generosity. We ate outside, focusing on meals, too much to talk. When I was done, I set the fork down on the plate with a clank, drawing Hendrik's attention. You sure were famished? What are your plans now? Well, take a photo to show my family that it apparently can be light and night at the same time. Sleep, hit the books, offer to do the dishes. Well, I'm role-playing as me, even though we're a Californian, so we can't do the dishes. I have a natural aversion to that. Literally allergic. Hit the books or sleep. We've been ill. I think we need sleep. I'm honestly gonna hit the hay. I'm exhausted. Hendrik's lips thinned as he gave a firm nod. Understandable. Where are you sleeping? On the second floor. It seems a little silly to sleep outside alone. Then good night. Oh no, hang on. That's German, isn't it? Then good night. So you have to say it, you know, really, really throaty, really sort of horrible, you know. I'll get more work done before I turn in as well. Night, and thanks again for dinner. I mean, come on, we did just have a hyperglymic attack? I can't remember what it's called. Look, we had just had an attack, alright? We probably need to sleep. I grabbed my plate and washed it off before retreating to my tent where my pyjamas and toiletries were kept. I briefly pondered where Hendrik would sleep, but shrugged it off. He'd probably push one of the tables out of the way. Since the laboratory was spacious, there'd be spare sleeping bags and mattresses available. You bastard. You absolute bastard. At least I wouldn't have to worry about ghosts tonight. Not even like offering. Hey, where are you going to sleep, by the way? Just a random question. Brr. Those are some horrible pyjamas. Sue the person who gave you them or bought you them. And if you bought them yourself, which I highly much doubt, oh my god! What is wrong with you? The wooden stairs were cold against my bare feet as I stepped down the creaky panels. Sleepily rubbing one eye, I stopped in front of the lab door. After combing my hair with my fingers to give me a half-decent appearance, I opened the door a crack and peered inside. Hendrik, you up? The lights were on, I opened the door completely and stepped into the room. He might be sleeping on the floor. As you deduced last night, you're being a dick. I spotted Hendrik slumped over his laptop, a few fingers resting on the keyboard. His face was obscured behind his arm, but it was evident he was sleeping. You see what I mean? You didn't go to bed at all, did you? I quietly approached him and raised a hand, wondering if I should tap him on the shoulder to wake him up. Maybe it was better if I left him. Yes, you're being a dick! Make coffee first. At least if you're going to do it, let's not do it in a dickish way. I mean, come on, I doubt he's going to be too happy with the idea of someone fucking waking him up after he'd fallen asleep at his laptop rather indignantly, you know? I think coffee will be the perfect wake-up call. I didn't know what he preferred, but I reckoned a regular old black coffee was a safe bet. A regular black... I don't know, I don't drink tea or coffee. I just thought that white coffee was the more common one. Whatever. I went into the outdoor kitchen and examined the coffee machine to determine its complexity. What, do you think it's going to shoot lasers? It's a coffee machine, how hard can it be? Delighted that it used coffee pods, I picked a dark roast from the capsule holder and prepared a single cup. When I returned, I pushed the keyboard out of the way and then gently shook Hendrik's shoulder. He let out a lazy yawn as he sat up. Once I set the mug down, his eyes lit up with interest and he glanced my way. Not even the slightest bit tired, apparently. Morning, thought you'd like a pick-me-up. Sorry, I wasn't sure what you wanted, so it's plain black. He smiled and gingerly hooked a finger through the handle. It's perfect. I like my coffee how I like my job. Ugh. Dark and dirty. What? Well, I like my coffee like I like my men. Far away. Just don't even think about it. If that's what we're stooping to, I'll join the memes as well. The top memes. He grinned proudly to himself as I rolled my eyes at his joke. You can't call it that really, can you? And he swiveled the chair in my direction. Thanks, Melissa, I really needed that. I practically passed out. Apparently not caring that he fell asleep. Okay. Were you able to finish some stuff? We'll find out once I start reviewing it. After a tiny sip, he set the coffee down and navigated the mouse. Pages and pages of the letter M and commas. I don't think the Royal Society of Archaeology would accept this. Well, I mean, if you say that you just found a new sort of element, which is denoted by a comma, which is mixed with the element M, I don't even know what that is. What is the element M? Is there an element M? Element M. No, I didn't think there were. The closest is magnesium, which is Mg. So, that's what you've decided to call magnesium, and you found a bunch of it in your archaeology site. Bam. They will find out you'll lie pretty quickly. Might be worth to leave. It's fine, it's fine. Well, he corrected his work. I made a caramel macchiato. I see what they did there. And settled one of the chair positioned at the centre table. We made small talk while we enjoyed our drink, mostly about the work he'd accomplished or not, and how Hendrik never found the museum that creepy at night. Of course it's not, it's because it's a fucking... What? You mean you never experienced the sounds of someone slowly walking up the stairs and then stopping? You don't seem like someone who'd be terrified of ghosts. I was honestly never scared of ghosts until now. I'm blaming your uncle and his rap of the Neanderthal joke. If anything was haunting the museum, it'd be full of cave bears we dug up. He set the empty mug down next to his computer. I'll have another one, please. No. I'm going for a shower. Even a geologist likes to be dirt-free once in a while. As long as you don't steal all the hot water. It's my one luxury when everyone is gone. You're shitting. A place like this and they have a limited amount of hot water. It's like 15 minutes of hot water and that's it, in this place. Well, I hope you don't mind constantly being cold. No 20-minute showers, gotcha. Oh my god, how can you live? Oh god, I probably sound so privileged. Rightly so. Standing up, he set his laptop to sleep mode. As he walked down the hallway, I whimsically swiveled my chair towards the table. My eyes fell on a bright green bottle next to a small bag, judging by the washcloth folded beside it. I grabbed the bottle, briefly scanned the contents before bottling out of my chair. Hendrik, you forgot your shampoo. He let his hair down. Peering around the corner, he already had a towel thrown over his shoulder. I mean, really? You can draw his hair down, but you can't draw a towel over his shoulder. That's... whatever. I tossed the bottle underhandedly and he caught it with ease. Oh, thanks. You just spared me a potentially awkward moment there. No prob. I dread to think how long his hair takes to clean. Probably a long time. That's the good thing with never having long hair myself. Only this short. I posted a picture a few days ago on Twitter as to what my hair looks like. That's the longest it probably ever gets. Is this all okay? Our stress is nothing. Our culture is quite high. We went to lab. And basically, just making sure that we get blonde boy every day. So we want to go to lab. Lots of labbing apparently. 1K. Yay. Are we doing anything here? Volunteer. No, I think other than that we got it all caught up, right? Yeah. Sweet. Oh boy, 6 more objects to clean the lab today. Okay, well, we'll do the same thing I did last time, where you guys... you'll see, okay? Look, I'm just going to speed it up. We did an amazing job today! Hooray! I think we only failed 2, but I stopped caring. I just clicked through towards the end. Agustin, why does this vertebra look so pitted? Pitted? Looks like silly cave bear got eaten by smart hyena lion. Those are bite marks attacking the anterior thoracic vertebral column. Fuck me, that's... Oh, the last bit of that was difficult. And lower spine petit fleur. I'm not going to translate that. I squealed in my seat as a brush poked my back. Is that is from Lea to I believe we only have 3 bones from that same animal. Must be tough piecing it all together. We have collections going back to 80s. We are still fitting pieces found decades apart. Did people always know about this cave? How was it found? You aware of popular movie with an archaeologist who carries a whip? Well, I mean, depends what site you've been going to. Oh yes! Because of that movie, many kids were inspired in exploration pretending to find treasure. Oh my god! Only in France, or a country where people speaking French, could kids see kind of movies like that. Disgusting. Silly kids stumble and get here. Who knew an inaccurate portrayal of archaeology? Oh, they mean Indiana Jones. Ah, silly me. Of archaeology would lead to a real archaeology discovery. Oh yeah, what a weird surprise that... It's not surprising at all. Whatever. We still get an occasional student who is disappointed this cave is not booby type temple. How can they have got that far in their studies and not... Whatever. I would use all my help if that was the case. Maybe it is and we haven't dug the traps up yet. If so, you will be the first to find out. He laughed and excused himself, and I glanced at the chewed bone. Maybe I should dig on a higher level instead. Maybe. We're at the lab all day. Oh, brilliant. Oh, a scene. Well, we'll do this next episode, I guess. See you then.